In the story of modern media, Ted Turner is a household name, a visionary who transformed the way we watch and understand the world. His bold ideas and relentless ambition shaped the television landscape for generations. But behind every great visionary stands a master architect. Robert J. Wussler was the architect who made Turner's vision a reality, turning dreams into concrete achievements. Born September 8, 1936, Wussler's work changed how the world consumes news. He was a force in the industry, helping to shape the very fabric of broadcast journalism. He wasn't just an executive, he was a builder and a pioneer, seeing the future of global communication before anyone else. Wussler had a rare ability to anticipate what audiences would need, even before they knew it themselves. Wussler's journey from CBS, where he became president at a remarkably young age, to the risky startup CNN, showed his foresight and drive. He was never afraid to take bold steps, even when the path ahead was uncertain. At CBS, he reached the top, but he saw the potential in a 24-hour news cycle, a concept most thought was impossible. Wussler believed that news should be available whenever people needed it, not just at set times. Leaving the security of CBS for CNN was a gamble that changed the world. It was a leap of faith that would redefine how information was delivered and consumed. At CNN, Turner had the vision, but Wussler brought the operational genius. He was the one who figured out how to make the impossible work, day after day. He organized newsrooms, managed budgets, and built a global network from scratch. Wussler's leadership turned ideas into action, and action into history. Wussler knew a 24-hour news channel had to be more than headlines. It had to be indispensable, reliable, and always on. He set the standard for what round-the-clock news could and should be. He helped turn television news into a constant, flowing river of information, connecting people across continents and time zones, making the world feel smaller and more immediate. Wussler passed away in 2010, but the world of instant global news is his legacy. Every breaking story, every live update owes something to his vision and determination. His story reminds us that behind every innovation is a practical mind laying the foundation, and that true pioneers are those who turn vision into reality for generations to come. When Robert Wussler joined CNN in 1980 as executive vice president, he entered a network that was still in its infancy, facing enormous skepticism from the established media world. At that time, the network was struggling for credibility and even basic survival, with limited resources and a small, unproven team. Drawing on his experience and discipline from CBS, Wussler focused on building a network of global bureaus, streamlining operations, and creating efficient workflows that would set CNN apart from its competitors. Wussler was instrumental in launching CNN2, later known as Headline News, introducing a fast-paced, headline-driven format that made news accessible around the clock and dramatically expanded CNN's reach. He also championed the creation of CNN International, pushing the network onto screens in homes and offices worldwide, making global news coverage a reality. Wussler's relentless drive and vision made CNN the go-to source for live, breaking news, covering historic moments from the fall of the Berlin Wall to the Gulf War, and setting a new standard for immediacy in journalism. He shaped CNN's identity, emphasizing authority, reliability, and the importance of live coverage, which became the network's signature. Under his leadership, CNN became a relentless news machine, forging a new path that changed the landscape of journalism forever and inspired countless imitators. CNN's global dominance and reputation for breaking news were built on the infrastructure, vision, and strategy that Wussler created, leaving a legacy that endures to this day. After CNN, Wussler founded the Wussler Group, taking his expertise global. He helped launch media ventures across Europe and Asia, adapting the 24-hour news model to local markets. Wussler's name became synonymous with credibility and innovation. He played a key role in the Goodwill Games, blending TV production with international diplomacy. The Wussler Group advised on everything from sports programming to new media technologies. Wussler's work proved his success wasn't luck. He understood how to build media empires anywhere. He remained a force for innovation until his final years. Wussler's legacy is that of a true media entrepreneur, shaping the industry worldwide. Robert Wussler's legacy is woven into the fabric of our 24/7 media world, a world that never sleeps and is always connected. He helped transform news from a scheduled event into a constant companion, always at our fingertips, ready to inform and update. Every 24-hour news channel today follows the blueprint he helped create, a blueprint that revolutionized how we consume news. Wussler set new standards for newsroom logistics, global reach, and live coverage, ensuring that news could be reported from any corner of the globe. His structured approach made CNN's ambitious promise a reality. raising the bar for journalism everywhere and setting a new benchmark. He bridged the old world of scheduled TV and the new world of on-demand information, seamlessly connecting the past and the future. Wussler enabled a revolution, building the foundation for global news as we know it, a foundation that supports the vast network of information today. His passing in 2010 marked the end of an era, but his influence endures, continuing to shape the media landscape. He remains one of the most important figures in media history, a true pioneer whose vision transformed the industry. In today's digital chaos, Wussler's lessons are more relevant than ever. He pioneered the first great disruption in news, the 24-hour cycle, offering a roadmap for today's media leaders. Modern outlets like Vice and Axios echo his focus on credibility, speed, and global reach. Wussler's strategies for building networks and managing information apply to today's social media and streaming platforms. He understood the importance of thinking globally from day one. As we remember Wussler on his birthday, his spirit lives on in every digital newsfeed. Behind every media revolution is operational genius and relentless focus on fundamentals. Wussler's achievement, creating a reliable, always-on news source, continues to shape how we communicate.